It leads us to overloaded nervous systems when we don't process hurt, when we don't process the wounding. We don't have a baseline for us to relax anymore. And so that leads us to the number one mistake that most of us make when we first encounter anxiety or when we first try to deal with it, is we just try to avoid it. It's a habit that we've developed since we were kids because we had to do that. When we don't have the proper support or the proper environment to hold your feelings, to process them, to have compassion, what we end up doing as kids is completely shutting that down. We just don't have the capacity to be able to handle it. And so we develop a pattern of avoiding the anxiety itself. And that leads to all sorts of defense mechanisms or strategies to help us avoid the discomfort and the pain that we experienced early on. So we procrastinate, we avoid life, we avoid conversations, confrontations, we might fake confidence, we might pretend that anxiety isn't there. In my case, I did a lot of skill building, perfecting, trying to self-improve to the point that I couldn't be criticized. Clearly, we have a tendency to medicate, to try to numb. We might binge watch TV or just hide because we don't want to actually feel the discomfort, because it is legitimately painful to do that. As counterintuitive as it sounds, the number one way for us to actually understand, dissolve, and heal anxiety is to turn toward